Welcome to the Baton Twirling Podcast, a show about all things baton twirling. From the latest news to interviews with world champions and connections made along the way. I am your host, Sarah Rudine. Baton twirling has taken me on an amazing journey, and I'm here to share part of that journey with all of you, one episode at a time. So sit back, enjoy the show, and let's get rolling. Many years ago, I judged a young boy in baton twirling, and I was so proud. I knew he was going to change the way of male baton twirling like some great twirlers before him. My next guest has been on America's Got Talent, is one of the featured twirlers at ASU, and recently won a competition with the 2Z dance on Instagram. You know him as Cody the Twirler. I know him as the guy who pushes the boundaries of baton twirling into the next generation. How's it going? How's college treating you, even though you're probably
Really
home right
good.
now?
Yeah, no, it ended early, unexpected. So it's been interesting transitioning to the online environment, but it's unbelievable. I think like we live in this time where it's possible to do school, from home. Like it just would never be possible, like even 20 years ago. So it's been pretty easy, and I can't believe it's already almost over. We only have 3 more weeks left.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah,
nice.
So it's coming up quick.
And our quarantine's coming to an end. Who would have thought?
So my name is Cody Carter, and I have been twirling for 11 years now. I'm actually a 3-time world champion, and I competed on season 11 of America's Got Talent.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about that. How did you get into it? Where did you apply? All about the experience. What was your favorite part?
Yeah, so my brother actually brought home a flyer for the auditions. It was their first time coming to audition in the city of Phoenix, where I live. So he brought that home, and basically I went there, I auditioned because a lot of people think, you go and see the judges the first round, but it's an open call audition. So I did that. I advanced to the next round to go film in Pasadena, California, to go film the first round in front of the judges. And it was really cool. I mean, just to see like all the behind the scenes of a huge TV show like that, and to be able to talk to all the contestants and like be in this room with all these talented people that have all these different niches and all these different things they do. Obviously to talk to the judges, to be on the biggest stage in America, to go twirl. And I think it was really cool to bring baton twirling like to it and basically show my skills and like show baton twirling on a huge platform like that, and to really hopefully like my goal is to inspire people. So I think it was a really cool experience, and it was just awesome.
Oh, that's so great. I talk to so many people who aren't in baton twirling, and they say, oh, you know what? I saw this guy on America's Got Talent. So I'm always telling them, I'm like, I know that guy.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it was definitely cool. Yeah, I hope my goal with it was to really like showcase baton twirling and like really get it out to a huge audience. So that was my goal, and it was a dream of mine to go on that show. So it was awesome to fulfill that.
Oh, great. What kind of opportunities has it opened for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, first, the biggest thing again is that it was my dream. So to be able to fulfill that was unbelievable. But from other than that, I mean, I've been invited to other TV shows. I've been invited to other performances. And it's really just continued. It's been able to help me continue my goal of promoting baton twirling to the world, and kind of sharing baton twirling with people that have never seen it before, like never heard it before. So that's what it really enabled me to do.
Yeah, I really like your style and technique too, because it's very different from what people think is like a ballet style or this. Like you've got that masculine style down. So what would you say has influenced your style of twirling towards that side?
Yeah, so I think the main thing that encouraged that style of twirling is I've always watched male twirlers from the start, and I saw how their styles kind of differed from the female twirlers. And I noticed that it was all very like powerful and like you said, like masculine, like really like it's just a different style. And I feel like what also continued that was my coach Jerry Alvarez. I had him from a young age, and he always taught me like the power side of baton twirling, like the strength, like the things that like guys do differently than girls, like the powerful jumps and stuff. So I think having him as a coach from the very beginning really taught me that side and basically kind of strengthened my style of baton twirling.
So taking it back a little bit, how did you get started in baton twirling? What drove you to pick up a baton for the first time?
Yeah, so it's a really funny story, kind of an unconventional route. My parents are golf instructors, and they would take me to the golf course when I was young, so junior golf class. And instead of hitting golf balls, I started twirling the 7-iron. So really, twirling golf clubs is how I got started. So my mom knew what a baton was. She had one when she was a kid, but she didn't know. She didn't have a coach or anything. She just played around with it. So she knew what I needed. So basically, we found a baton, found a coach, and then the rest is history.
Oh, that is too funny. My dad took my sister and me to golf once, and we started twirling the clubs, and he was like, "You guys are never invited again." So
yeah,
that's why I'm not in golf.
Batons are much easier to twirl than golf clubs. So
they really are.
Found my path to the right thing.
Well, that is too cool. So what are you currently doing now with baton twirling?
Yeah, so recently what I've been doing is another side of my style. So with like the masculine, like the strength and the power, I also am incorporating like hip hop dance moves and like footwork and like combining dance with baton twirling. So what I recently did actually was I'm starting to make like dance videos and baton twirling videos combined. Cool. So what actually happened recently was there was this new Drake song that came out. It's called the Tuesday Slide, and there was these dancers I follow. It's kind of like my big inspirations in dance. They Drake actually contacted them and had them make a dance to this song. So the dancer that made it, named Tuesday, created the dance and basically created a dance challenge almost for this song that came out. So I made a video to it, doing my dance moves and doing their dance that they made up for it. And there was a contest for it. So send us your best video on House of Highlights, which is a big Instagram page. So I sent my video in. I actually won the contest.
What? So that's awesome.
Yeah. So they put my dance and baton video on their story, and they invited me to come to their live stream to perform, and then meet Tuesday and the other dancers that made the actual dance for the song. So I was able to perform in front of my dance idols, basically. Yeah. They kind of got me into this dance style on the live stream. And also, I mean, just being able to, that's another thing I kind of did with share baton twirling again. I feel like these people have probably never seen baton twirling before. And I think a lot of the people I reached with that Instagram page that posted it and the live stream I was on, I feel like I reached a lot of people that didn't even know what baton twirling was. So it was awesome to be able to combine dance and baton twirling and kind of show everyone what baton twirling is in this kind of new style.
Oh, that is so neat. That, like, you are living every twirler's dream right now. It's like somehow make baton popular and then get into the mainstream. So congratulations. That's really awesome.
Thank you.
And you're currently one of the featured twirlers at ASU too, correct?
Yes. So, yep. So that was an awesome experience. I mean, nothing compares to that first time you run out onto the field, out of the tunnel, in front of the student section, in front of like 50,000 people. Totally different than high school. That was another big dream come true of mine. One of my other dreams was to twirl for a major university. So yeah, I had a great time twirling in front of the student section every week at football games, twirling with a marching band, doing basketball games, gymnastics meets. So it's awesome to be able to have that opportunity and to perform. That's my favorite thing to do is perform. So it was awesome.
Did you ever go to ASU football games as a kid?
I actually watched, that's the funny thing, I never actually had been to an ASU game before, but my dad's a big ASU fan, I was an ASU fan, so I grew up watching all the football games, all the basketball games, so I knew a lot about it, so to be a part of it was totally something unbelievable, so it was really cool to kind of grow up watching it and then be part of the culture.
It's so fun. So the reason I ask is every twirler I talk to and I ask them, like, what's your favorite part about twirling on the field? Every single person without fail says the first time I went out onto the field and like you get to see the crowd. I was just wondering if you watched it from the crowd and then you're kind of used to it, but I'd never been to a football game, a college football game. And so that was one of my favorite ones too, run down to the field and seeing everyone. And it's just like, it's almost like it's filled with cheering and yelling and everybody's excited for the new season. So awesome. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
How many times have you been to the World Championships?
So the World Championships, I've been to 3 World Championships. So I went to my first one in Switzerland when I was 10, and then Italy when I was 13, and then Norway when I was 16. And then my fourth one will be in the Netherlands in August 2021. So I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, so I've been to 3 World Championships actually.
Cool. Which country's been your favorite so far?
I think my favorite country to go compete in for the World Championships was definitely Norway. I think because the Olympics were held there before, I think having that environment of like one of the biggest, the biggest sports competitions was held there. The ice skating portion was held in Hockenthal, where we competed in Norway. And I think to have that feeling of knowing like all this history happened here, and to be a part of that and perform in the same place, and it's definitely cool because I mean, it's World Championships. It's the biggest competition that baton twirling has. It's like the highest level you can get to. So to have that experience, that history, and then to have baton twirling in that same environment, I think was definitely the reason that was my favorite country to compete in.
Cool. Oh, who are some of your role models or inspiration in baton twirling?
I feel like in baton twirling, it's interesting because I feel like I have such a different style. A lot of my inspiration I take is from outside the baton twirling world. So the thing for like the dance style I do, I think like Ayo and Teo and Tuzi, those are all dancers I really look up to. So that's what I've taken for like the outside the baton twirling world, the inspirations I have. In the baton twirling world, definitely Matt Freeman was a big inspiration for me growing up. I really liked, he definitely exemplified that like masculine style with the power and the strength. So in the baton twirling world, I definitely have to say Matt Freeman growing up because that was definitely my inspiration. I always watched him, wanted to be like him. So yeah, that's the interesting thing. Kind of have like inspirations in the baton twirling world and also inspirations outside the baton twirling world. It's cool to bring them together.
Yeah, definitely. What advice do you have for any other twirlers who are listening to this?
Definitely to say practice makes perfect. That's the biggest thing. I feel like to get to the highest level, you have to put in the work to do it. I'd also just say anything you kind of believe you can do, I mean, you can achieve it. America's Got Talent to me was like something like, oh, that'd be so cool to be on. I never pictured myself being on that show. So just I feel like if you believe in something, that was my dream I always had. If you work towards it, you put in the practice, I think you can achieve really anything.
Awesome. And where can people find you online, on social media or on the internet, anywhere?
Yeah, so all my socials are at Cody the Twirler. And then I also have a website called CodyTheTwirler.com. You can get in touch with me there. So
awesome.
That's where I am.
Well, that is so cool. It sounds like your life is super exciting. Mine is quarantine right now, but other than that, sounds really awesome. Sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And I'm pretty sure everyone's going to love this. It's been great watching you grow up. I know I met you, I think, when you first started twirling, because that was a long time. It was when my, this would have been, well, I guess it wasn't 11 years ago, but it was a long time ago.
Around there, yeah.
So it's been great talking to you, and hope everything goes well with school, and I can't wait to see you on the field next year.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, bye.
Bye. Hey, listeners, if you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe to the Baton Twirling Podcast. If you'd like to follow up with us, read the show notes, or get some neat baton freebies, reach out by going to batontwirling101.com. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.